Hello everyone, this is King Vector 11 with a video I don't typically really do, but I feel like it would be useful for whoever is interested. I personally have come up with, especially for this week, 3 ways to make quick money, or especially RP. Mainly because this week, until April 17th, we have double rewards on CEO Crate sell missions, as well as export mixed goods, as well as double money and quadruple RP on Madrato missions. And so for whoever is interested, or for whoever this video may interest, regardless if it's even beyond this week, for those who wants to make quite a bit of cash, especially this week, I have some 3 methods that I would definitely like to go through with you. So if you guys find this very, useful and you find it highly informative, I try my best to bring up, truthful information as best as I could. So I hope you guys do enjoy these 3 methods, or if you find this, an easy way to make money here or there, but this will work for both solo or duo players if you want to have help from another friend, but it definitely could work if you want to play solo. I would just be aware with a few things, but I'm going to go through those few things along the way. So the first method that I have for you is to do CEO crates as well as side cash missions that are guaranteed to be startable without much repercussion or timer delays or whatnot. So the first thing I definitely recommend for you is for you to have vehicles such as an Oppressor Mark II or a Buzzard Attack Chopper or a Deluxo. Whichever vehicle works best for you. I definitely recommend one of those 3 to have an easier time, especially doing the CEO crates source missions. But absolutely, if you do purchase a Buzzard Attack Chopper from Warstock, you officially unlock it for a claimable CEO vehicle, or if you want to request the CEO vehicle, the Buzzard Attack Chopper will officially be free, from what I'm aware of. So the first thing you want to do straight away is, of course, you want to source either one CEO crate, if, of course, because time is money, but if you want to do it slightly quicker, you can source 2 CEO crates if you wish. Then upon sourcing those crates, if you wish to speak to your technician inside of the warehouse when you deliver your final crate, you can do so. It only costs $500 to speak to them to source crates for you. Go right ahead, totally free of option. Then once you leave the warehouse, you want to start a VIP work. So whoever who likes driving more, you can do Sightseer. Whoever likes flying more, you can do Sightseer. Who wants more peaceful time. But if you want to, headhunt a couple of targets that will definitely be on 4 set locations, you can definitely start a headhunter. It might be slightly quicker, but that depends for those who also wants to have a happy trigger finger and kill things, but that's totally fine. Once you complete that mission, that of course gives you at least $20,000. So you definitely make your money back for how many crates you have sourced, regardless, even if you do 3 crates, though I definitely don't recommend 3 crates because there's a chance that you may miss out on the 3rd crate, or it just may take too long. So if you want to, it's at your own exposure. Then once you complete a VIP work, you can sell those CEO crates right away upon sourcing, and it's because for the reason that you could have a chance to get the Titan glitch sell mission, and if that happens, you could potentially lose all of your cargo without being able to get it back, because Rockstar loves bugs in their games. So that's why I recommend selling it straight after sourcing at least once. But if you want to go for the risk, go right ahead. That's totally up to your discretion. I'm just warning you in advance. The Titan glitch sell mission could potentially make you lose all of that hard work if you did that, though. So upon selling, you can do a VIP work if it's available. If not, you can start a nightclub popularity mission, which I definitely recommend because nightclubs have gotten a really good buff, especially for popularity. Your nightclub safes could store up to $250,000, and assuming your popularity is always maxed out, you can get $50,000 every 48 minutes. I believe it's 40 minutes. I'm not exactly sure, but it always gives you 50,000, especially if those bars are full. If you feel like that's fine and you don't want to check on your nightclub for any time soon for whatever reason, you can also do an export mixed goods mission, which all you have to do, I've even made a tutorial on that just yesterday. You can speak to your assistant, have a up to 15 minute job to export mixed goods, and there's that. If you also want, you can purchase supplies for your bunker, assuming you have both upgrades that can maximize your profits, which I believe is the technician upgrade and the, mechanical upgrades, whatever. There's only 3 upgrades for your bunker. So if you got the one that's not security, you can maximize your profits, where you can purchase 75k goods and you can make $210,000 in total, but you will have a profit of $135,000 when you wait until all those goods are finally, crafted into fully crafted into, the guns that you want to sell. So that's totally fine. And then after you're done doing one of that, guaranteed just one of that, if you want to do 2 of them, fine, be my guest, but you can do at least just one of them, of the options. Then you can source 1 cargo again, and then you can do VIP work, because the timer will be very much expired by then, so you can do another VIP work whatever you wish, sell your crates, and then do another VIP work assuming the timer is complete. If not, do a nightclub popularity, do whatever you wish, and it's totally fine by that. Of course, some downsides to this method is that you need a very good vehicle, such as an Impreza Mark II or Deluxo, that can travel you from point A to point B without much, filter in between, if I want to say that, without any obstacles being during your way of transportation, so you can just go straight from point A to point B if you want. So these 3 vehicles, especially the Buzzard Attack Chopper, is a recommended go-to, I would say. If you have a Deluxo, go right ahead. If you have an Impreza Mark II, be my guest, but I definitely recommend the Buzzard Attack Chopper if you must. Unless you're a really good driver and you want to use your own personal vehicle, go right ahead, but in that case, I would recommend you source 1 CEO crate at a time. Unless you have a friend helping you, or someone who's willing to help you, then you can do 2 crates, that's totally fine. But this is, of course, for if you want to do the solo or duo, in which if you want to take the risk, go ahead, do 2 crates. It's mediocre in between, making money faster, rather than saving time and saving money, but that's beyond the point. And another downfall I like to bring to this is VIP work cooldown timers, where every time you start a VIP work, upon completing it, you have a 10-minute cooldown timer for that VIP work that you've done, and every other VIP work on that list will be 5-minute timer cooldown. But they kind of nerfed it recently, where if you try to start another VIP work, all the timers are going to come back to normal, to the typical 5 minutes, unless you do the job, then it's 10 minutes. So the timers might be finicky. So if you feel like that, if you look on your menu after doing your source mission and you see that there's still a timer, then that's totally fine. That's why I'm giving you all these other options like nightclub popularity. You always have a 5-minute timer cooldown upon completing a nightclub popularity mission, which will only pay you maybe $1,500 or up to $10,000. Totally fine. But in between that, you also get popularity, which will also make you passive money in your nightclub safe. And of course, up to $250,000 will be stored, and then you can pick it up the cash if you want, and then start another source mission. That's totally up to you. I'm just letting you know your options. But that's the first method if you want to do this solo or with someone else who can help you. That's a method on its own. If you wish to do that, go right ahead. You will definitely make a lot of money selling your CEO crates, or especially export mixed goods, which of course you have to speak to your assistant in your CEO office. Definitely. The guides that I have done just yesterday for the export mixed goods, I can put in the description below for those who wants to check out. It's just not more than 3 minutes long for whoever wants to know what is needed, necessary to do before you can participate in export mixed goods. But if you wish to do that, you will get yourself free $100,000 every 48 minutes at least, assuming you make it on point to 48 minutes and you want to do it again. But there's just one method for those who are interested. Oh yeah, and before I continue with that, I almost forgot to say this. I put stars or asterisks before those 2 lines because assuming you've already done a sell mission for your CEO crates, assuming you have already done a VIP work, let's say as a given example, and then sourced the crate, did another VIP work, and then went to your warehouse, yes, when you go to your warehouse to try and sell and you have a timer, that's totally fine. If you want to source another piece of cargo, go right ahead, and then you can do another VIP work or another side mission, nightclub popularity mission on that. And so really all you're going to be doing is just sourcing 2 or 4 crates at a time before you can sell them again. And beyond that, you could definitely just do that for your method. Might sound old school, but it definitely works. Another method you can do by yourself or with the help of someone else is if you're just straight up doing CEO crates. You're just sourcing, selling, sourcing, selling, sourcing, selling straight up without doing anything in between. And that requires you to own at least 2 CEO cargo warehouses, whether one of them is small or one of them is large. Totally up to your choice. Whichever one's cheapest and works best for you, go right ahead. Again, I don't typically recommend larger warehouses as much anymore because obvious reason, the Titan glitch sell mission could exist. All of your millions of dollars worth of cargo could be just dumped down the drain because Rockstar refuses to fix their game because they think it's normal. So like for the previous method, and I will definitely say it for this method, I would definitely recommend you do have a terabyte as part of your nightclub property. So when you are a CEO, you can request the terabyte on the spot. It will spawn as closest to you as possible. You can enter your terabyte, start a CEO crate source mission with 1 or 2 crates, whichever you prefer. And then upon leaving the terabyte, you can call your terabyte back into storage, which only has a 2-minute cooldown before you can request it again to spawn near you. But during that 2 minutes, you'll definitely be doing your CEO crate source mission, depending how much you source, either 1 crate or 2 crate. You have all the time in the world to do that. Once you go to your warehouse and deliver your final crate successfully, you can request your technician to source crates for you, so they're going to be doing that on their own time. And then you request your terabyte again, and then you source cargo for your second CEO cargo warehouse, and you keep doing that on loop for as many times as you wish. I would typically, from my recommendation, is you can source 1 crate at a time until your crate storage exceeds $100,000 in goods, and then you can sell it when you finally deliver your, of course, last CEO crate, and you just sell it like that. But if you're trying to source your crates and you come back to the warehouse and you see there's still a cooldown timer for being able to sell CEO crate goods, that's totally fine. Just source 2 more crates for your 2 warehouses, respectively, and then sell the crates again, and you're just going to keep fluently doing something over and over again. Mind you though, that the only downside to this is if you forget to request your terabyte back to storage upon starting your source mission, because if you complete that source mission and then you realize, oh yeah, my terabyte is all the way across the map too far, and I try to call it back to my nightclub, when you want to call it back next to you, you have a 2-minute cooldown. So that's going to be the only downside for that. And during that time, it would be no biggie, I guess, because then you could do a nightclub popularity mission if you want. You can even go down to your nightclub and go down to the terabyte garage and source from there. You can go to your CEO office maybe if you want to, skip some time, but that's still a little bit of time waste. Not the end of the world, but that's another method you can do for making money just straight up with CEO crates only. And finally, for your third way to make money by yourself, you can straight up just do Madrazo dispatch missions, which can be done solo or with a friend. And I can confirm you can definitely do these dispatch missions 1 through 6 in the missions tab, Rockstar created jobs. You can definitely do these by yourself or with a friend if you want them to also make money with you. You can have up to 4 people making money with you, and there's double money and quadruple RP this week. So if you want to do Madrazo contact missions, if you are capable of it, all you need is just some weapons, some good weapons, rank 1 of course, obviously, and you just do those missions, make yourself some money. You'll get yourself a bit of skill and practice along the way, and that's definitely something that I would recommend doing, especially if you want to develop your shooting skills, driving skills, whatnot. This is a good way to practice for the future of GTA Online for especially new players. So this is a method that especially respects newer players, and honestly, I don't mind if I'm trying to do these missions with a friend. If you come across me doing these missions this week, which I potentially might be doing with a friend, go right ahead. You're always welcome. There was already someone who spectated me and my friend doing last week's Gerald double money quadruple RP missions. They joined in. I was totally fine with it. They accepted my hospitality, and that's the typical person I am. I am a very comfy person. I don't mind. I'm totally okay with it. So that's generally 3 methods that I have for you this week in making money. If you want to do this in the future, it's still possible. You're just not going to making as much money as you typically expect. You're going to have to take double the time if you need, or if you're going to just make less money in the future if there's like, because the rewards are definitely going to change every Thursday. So regardless, these 3 methods will work, but maybe not as efficient for other weeks, but definitely for this week. These are 3 methods that I have straight up for you, for those who are interested, who find it useful, for whoever wants to just boost their RP stats, maybe make a couple $100,000. And I know last week I spent an hour non-stop doing Gerald's missions, whatever they were called. You know, the specialer missions, the repo work, not the repo, but make ends meet or whatever, you know, those types of missions. So I was just keep doing those on loop, picking up figurines in one mission, shooting some gang members in the other, and always kept making me killing the Salva gang boss as well. Was always making me $50,000 upon completion. And the longer you take on those missions, up to 15 minutes, the most money you will make off these missions. So after an hour, I made at least $400,000, and that's a good way to start making money, especially this week, for those who wants to especially get themselves a head start to do the first 2 methods that I've brought up to you. You can do them by yourself, assuming you start now doing these Madrasa missions with someone or by yourself if you wish. That's totally up to you. But those are 3 methods. Hope you guys found it highly informative and interesting. And before I end this video, I would like to say one final important note. This week, upon completing any business sell mission, Rockstar is giving away $100,000 with your goods that you sell successfully. That's all I want to say on that. Hope you guys did find this informative or useful. I tried my best to make this video as informative or useful as possible. If you have any questions, I will not mind responding to them in the comments below. The comments are there for a reason. I will do my best to answer you. If you have any questions or concerns about if you want to do something in between, go right ahead. The comments are there below, okay? Hope you guys did find this useful and informative. And I typically don't do money guides or useful tips like this. This is probably the first time I think I've ever done something like that, because, you know, everyone else has already done them, but there's always my version. And if you're comfortable, or you find it useful, or you find it informative and you wish to do it, and it actually helps you, I'm glad it does. So if you enjoy it, thank you. I appreciate it. So anyways, that's all I want to say. I don't want to keep this video any longer. This is typical me. I like to ramble a lot. If you enjoy my voice, you enjoy my voice as well. Thank you. Anyways, if you want me to make another money guide, I guess, if you're interested or find this useful, go right ahead. Message me in the comments below. I will do my best to make one as soon as possible, though I have many other plans that I still have to work on soon. Beyond that though, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did find this useful, informative, and good luck out there. And yes, enjoy the sun. But don't stare at the sun IRL, otherwise your eyes are gonna burn through and you're gonna get blind. Staring at the sun in-game is better. You're just staring at a screen. But it just looks so beautiful. Wow. I'm going off topic. Thank you for watching.